All right. Let's transition. Let's talk a little bit about courage. Now, just listening to your stories and the things that you've been involved in, things that you've done, I don't think you're lacking in courage at all. Some of the it's like, where did you find that courage to go out there and do some of the things you've done? Was that something you learned from your parents? Was that something you saw emulated somewhere in somebody, a teacher or a coach at school or something like that? Where did your courage come from?
It came from three people. My parents, let's count them as one for the moment, but one and two, right? So three people, my parents and Indiana Jones. So
Okay.
which would you like to hear about first?
Oh, let's start with your parents. Let's
Okay.
start with your parents.
My mom changed her career every 10 years, and she did that
Okay.
intentionally to challenge herself to try new things. Amazing. In addition, my mom was a teacher at in inner city Philadelphia in the 1960s into or very early 1970s, and was doing things that were completely unheard of. Meaning, when she came to this school where she was teaching, she was told, "We don't bring the students together. It's potentially too dangerous. We don't know what they're going to do." My mom started bringing students together and reading them poetry and reading them short stories, and the kids transformed. It was amazing.
Nice.
He would take them on field trips. Amazing, unheard of at the time. So hearing those stories of my mom's, new ways of thinking was really inspiring to me. And my dad actually, after years of being a corporate guy, decided, heck with this. And he quit and started working for himself, doing what he had been doing for major corporations for himself. What was inspiring about that is that he worked better on his own. There are some people who worked better as teams. He knew that he would work better on his own and did. And as a result of that, established a consultancy. And I saw him working at home all the time. It was pretty inspiring to see my parents work in that way and pursue their careers in that way. Um, Indiana Jones, he's watching the Ark roll away in Raiders of the Lost Ark. And he basically has a conversation where the main characters decide that Indiana Jones is going to go after the Ark and friends are going to go elsewhere and they're going to meet up later. And their friends say to Indiana Jones, how are you going to do this? And he says, I don't know, I'm making this up as I go. Him saying that, I don't know, I'm making this up as I go, changed my life. Because you ask about courage as if I am fearless, and that is absolutely not true. I am nervously excited every time I go on stage. The people who taught me how to juggle and perform said, when you don't care anymore, that you're going to know because you're not going to be nervous anymore. So I get nervously excited because I care so much about every one of my audiences. But then the other side of the coin is that I often don't know what I'm doing in terms of some of these adventures. Sailing to Haiti on a sailboat, establishing 100 for Haiti, the World Leaders Project, and writing to world leaders, and the Legacy Project, and bringing students across the planet. I mean, we are literally doing our very best to do the very best we can in each of these situations. But my goodness, there's missteps to be made and there's lessons to be learned. But what you end up doing is taking that Indiana Jones approach. I don't know, making this up as I go and figuring it out and going for it.